The Flash by Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato. I hope I pronounced that right. This is the New 52's first 25 issues of The Flash. And why did I read this? Well, I had a book club thing that I read the first few issues of it, and I continued on because it was a pretty quick read. So, big omnibus, 25 plus issues. There's an annual and stuff like that in here too. And here is Francis Manapul's art. It is a little, it's got a little manga influence, I guess. Woo! Look at that. That's a good way to start the video. Sorry about that. And basically they've reset the Flash in the New 52 to where he's not with Iris Allen anymore. He's working for the police department. He's youngerized. Youngerized? That's a great word. And so, I hate that when they do that sort of resetting. But it is what it is. I like Manapul's art quite a bit. I think it's like kind of bright. I think it fits the Flash pretty well. He does some weird designs. Look at this, how he put Flash all around here. That's pretty cool. On some of these splash pages and some of the panel layouts he gets a little too creative to where it's like you kind of got to figure out your way down sometimes. But there it is. And so all this is reestablishing Barry Allen. He's dating a girl who's in his police department. Nobody knows he's the Flash, of course. And this is a cool one. This is, I guess, a guy from his youth who comes back. He thought he killed him. And it turns out there's a bunch of clones of him running around, and they're all trying to like kind of figure out how to survive because the clones are not lasting very long. Look at the cool colors. I think the colors are done very well. Like I said, I like this. This is where the layouts get a little funky, where you're like, what is going on here? Why would you do that? But it's cool. It's different. With the resets and all that, like it's hard to care about the characters and what's going on because it's like he's supposed to end up with Iris Allen, but you've got a generic love triangle forming. This is cool where he vibrates through an airplane and kind of saves it from collapse. And so he's slowly uncovering the mystery of his childhood friend here with some backstory and all that, who's never been referenced before. So this is that like comic trope where it's like, I've got a childhood friend who's back and causing all these problems, and you've never heard of him before, so let me tell you about him. You'd think we would have heard about him before, but whatever. It's a new reboot, so, it is what it is. Trying to establish these new characters. This is a cool double-page spread. Like I said, I really like the art quite a bit. It's just very, very friendly on the eyes. And eventually they kind of deal with that, and then he's got a researcher buddy showing that the Speed Force is causing problems with time. Captain Cold shows up for a couple issues here, and here's Captain Cold. He's got new power integrations, and we learn later in the volume that basically Captain Cold did these experiments where like they took their ray guns and stuff like that and actually gave the rogues the powers they should have, is what it comes down to. And so, but we don't learn that now. But he does later. So the Speed Force is causing lots of problems, and eventually, like, the Patty girl he's dating gets screwed into things. We learn that Captain Cold is, like, doing this because of his sister, who's, like, put into a coma, and we learn the whole story about this later on also. So they kind of, like, reveal that in a future issue. Gorilla Grodd's about to show up, and here's this, like, Speed Force, like, trap where he ends up in. So the Speed Force is like its own alternate dimension they get trapped in. And Barry Allen's friends actually show up and get trapped in there too. And then they get trapped for a number of issues. Like Iris West shows up for a long time. King Grodd, they tease that obviously. And now Gorilla Grodd, when the Flash comes out of the Speed Force, ends up in like this gorilla town. My foot fell asleep here. This is awful. My gosh. Trying to do this. I'm sitting Indian style and it does not work very well. Oof. Like I said, like, there's not a lot to latch on to. This is all, like, retreaded stuff before with Gorilla Grodd. And then, of course, his other Rogues Gallery characters. And here's the whole Rogues getting together. This is kind of where we learn that about him. There's not enough story. Like, the characters, again, like, they've been reset. So you kind of know where they're going, but it's not exactly working out. Now, this is Captain Cold's sister, who's now, I guess she's an astral projection. So all the powers for Captain Cold went wrong. Like Mirror Master got stuck in a mirror dimension. Pied Piper got all messed up. So she became just an astral projection. So he messed everybody up when he gave them their powers to try to fight the Flash. and then they kind of kick him out, and he's depressed. But this is actually the best storyline in here. I would say. Look at this cool art, though. So we learn a lot about those characters, and it's nice. Now, Barry Allen's got another situation going on where I guess his father killed his mother, or at least is convicted of that, or something like that, and it really probably didn't happen, but he wants to investigate it. It doesn't really get resolved, but that is set up through here. And then the Gorilla Grodd attacks Central City, Keystone City. And, yeah, I mean, it's just like this is all retreaded stuff. You know he's going to defeat Gorilla Grodd. There's nothing interesting there. Iris is back. And then they have some Speed Force problems over the course of this. Again, where like all the people who were trapped in the Speed Force are displaying problems, and there's somebody who's killing them all. And it turns out it's the Reverse Flash. Yay! Finally Reverse Flash again. And then the reveal there is that's Iris West's brother. And he's trying to just repair his relationship with his sister. And so he's just messing with everybody by killing people. Doesn't work out very well for him. But that's it. I mean, after this, there's a few one-shots after this Reverse Flash thing, but it really ends the series here. There's like a Zero issue, which goes back to Barry Allen before this. And Francis Manapul stops drawing some of it at this point. And you can tell the run's just coming to an end, and it's a transition period into the next thing. So the last few issues are not much to write home about after the Reverse Flash big epic there. Look, it's an okay read. If you've never read The Flash before, I'm sure it's probably a little better. But if you've read Mark Waid and Jeff Johns and all that, like, you're not going to be that interested in this, is what it's going to come down to. Art really is nice. I love the brightness. The colors are cool. So it's just kind of okay, I guess I read this. So I'm going to call this like a 6.5 out of 10, which is slightly below average. Not the best stuff, but not bad either. And that's about it. That's the new 52 Flash. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be back soon.